Hi, I'm Kathy, growing in Glories Garden. Today I just want to give an update of things that's happening in the garden. I'm going to start down on this end. And this is some of my tomatoes that I have growing. I have a couple of Roman tomatoes growing in this bucket. And this pot right here is, and I just watered everything in. This is a tomato plant. That's the root gourd tomato and some sweet basil. I have this tomato, which is a lemon boy. And I have a marigold in that one. I have another tomato plant with some sweet basil. I got some little starts from the big box store. And this is a better boy tomato. This is a habanero orange pepper, and I got a little marigold in there too as well. This is cucumbers, just cucumbers. It says Berkeley's hybrid, and I put some marigolds in there. I did this DIY trellis myself. Right now I just have it together with some Velcro, but I did go out this morning and get some bigger zip ties for it. So I'll be putting that on probably later today or later during the week. I've been working in this garden ever since Monday. I'm pretty much tired of seeing the garden right now, but I had definitely enjoyed being out here. And these little ones are things that I had in my greenhouse, and I was just ready to get them out. That's a big rainbow tomato, both of these, and as they get bigger, I'll put them in bigger pots. I also have some chocolate bell pepper and purple beauty bell peppers. I had these planted, I planted these seeds January the 9th. They didn't get any bigger, so I said I'll take them out, put them in this, see what they do. Y'all can see the bees flying around. I don't know if y'all saw that, 2 bees chasing each other. And here we're going up Corn Alley. This is all of my yellow corn. This particular corn pot, for whatever reason, the birds are loving to dig down in it. So I followed the idea that I saw Glories Garden girl use. Someone gave her an idea to put rocks down in the bottom of her flower pots, her plant pots, to keep the chickens from digging in it. Well, she had the chickens and I have these wild birds. I don't know if y'all could hear them in the background, but at night they love to dig. And I was wondering, what are they digging so for? But a lot of these pots have earthworms in them, and they dig real deep. I have to cover up holes, put sand back in holes when I come out in the morning and check the garden. But this is Corn Alley right here. It's a little corn patch. You can see some of them are much taller. These was late coming out. I kept these in the greenhouse thinking I won't need them all, thinking save some to see how the other ones that I put out, see how they did. Y'all, I'm probably holding this camera. It's all over the place where I'm trying to point and talk and look around too as well. But that's the corn plant, the tomatoes, the cucumber trellis that I made, and the corn. Tomatoes down there, 1 bell pepper down there, and my little seedlings. We're gonna see how they do in the next couple of weeks or so. Hopefully they'll grow well. And as I shown in one of my other videos, I have this massive fig tree. I'm not sure what the name of the fig tree is. This is just one that was here. My dad planted this tree. And if you don't know the story behind the name of the garden, Glories, that was my dad's name. And he used to go collard greens back here. That was his favorite thing to do. He grew collard greens every year. And I just call this Glories Garden in honor of his memory. And that's the big, huge orange tree. My dad also planted that. Have our little bird feeder out. And I found some of these little things that the birds can peck in and get different seeds out. I found that at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. I thought that was neat. And they've been really pecking in it because there was a lot more up there than that. Can y'all hear the birds? Okay, now we're going down Okra Lane. Over here I have red okra, some green okra, and some more green okra. And I still have them, the bottle cover them, because these squirrels and lizards, they do eat your stuff. They will eat your stuff. So they still small, so I just kept the bottle over them, just for their own protection and my peace of mind. And here's the beginning or the ending of my fruit orchard. This is a peach tree here. This is a majestic peach. And as you can see, we are getting peaches. Let me see if I can zoom in so you guys can see. Oh, there it is. Y'all can tell I'm new to the camera thing, but there's plenty of peaches on here. I think I zoomed in a little too much. There's one right there. And so this is a majestic peach. Then we have the Myers lemon. Also has some little buds on it. And my beautiful rose bush. Those roses are coming out. We do have one beautiful one that's already out and lots of buds. And lots of buds. And here's my other peach tree. Let me get the sign so I can see. This is called the Red Haven. And it has plenty of blooms on it. I did kind of put a sack on some to try to make sure that we get to taste it. But they have plenty in this tree. This tree is full. I know some people say you pop some off so the tree won't get so heavy, but this tree doesn't have that many. It has enough. That's why I covered it up. Cover up some of the fruit so we'll at least get a chance to taste it. And next I have my grapevine. I think it's going to take over the cucumber trellis. And if it does, I'll decide to do something else for the cucumbers. I'm not sure, but because I don't know that much about grapevines, I just wanted to grow some. But I'm thinking these little things here might be grapes. I'm not sure. But we'll see in time, see what it does. And next we have blackberries. The flowers on this is so beautiful. And we have plenty of blooms, plenty of buds on here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Plenty of buds, and we have two. And I think they're the same variety. But everything is blooming, looking good. I didn't know how they was gonna do because I did not cover these trees during the snow that we had, well, the ice that we had, because here in Georgia, in the Golden Isles, we had ice on the ground. So our blueberries, I think this is a lemonade blueberry. That's the only one that I'm sure about. I have 3 here. But in the middle of these, I have Barbados cherry tree. That's a new addition. The cherry tree, I didn't have that during my last video when I showed the fruit orchard. And in everything, I planted a marigold. I didn't say that coming down. Everything I planted a marigold just to add some flowers to. And this is another blueberry. Not sure what the name of it is. I believe it's either Legacy or Misty, one or the other. And this is another blueberry. She's still a little bald-headed, not a leaf on her, but look like some buds are coming out. And this is Miss Ruby Red. This is the Ruby Red grapefruit tree. And she has some buds as well. And here in this pot, I still have it covered. I dropped some zinnia seeds, and they are coming up. I covered it up because the birds love to dig and eat the seeds before they even get a chance to grow. So I did cover them up. And I'll probably keep them covered a little bit till they get a little height to them maybe. And all along front here on this little board are my different mints. The sign's been rinsed off, so I don't know what's mint, which mint is mint, but I do know I have sweet mint, peppermint, chocolate mint, and there was some lemon mint. I have that over there. And this is some nasturtium that's growing. One is black velvet nasturtium, and one was just said nasturtium. This is giant noble spinach, which is not getting very big, and I don't know how well it's going to do because we're having hot days now. Every day is a hot day in the 80s. And these are sunflowers. Little Miss Kaylani planted those, and if you can see, we got a few. We planted these last year, and a few just started popping back up. So we're going with it, see what it does. And here I have some lavender. I just wanted that throughout, even though it may flower. I still just wanted it. It smells so good. And have another lavender pot here. All this lavender came out of the same pot. I have another piece down at the end. I found one pot at Home Depot. It was like $13, and it had 3 full plants in it, 3 separate roots. I had no problem with taking them out, dividing them up, and repotting them in another plant. Here I have some rosemary and some more mint. Not sure what kind. And in this flower bed, this raised bed here, I planted some Roma tomatoes in here. And that's a sweet pepper plant. It gets red, but it's supposed to be kind of sweet, or either turn yellow, gets kind of sweet. And then I have carrots throughout. I don't know if you all can see the carrots, but they're in here. I just watered everything, so they're kind of leaning over. But I threw carrots anywhere I could find a space. I just put some carrots in. And these are imprepator carrots. And then some vintage wine tomatoes down at the other end, and some more carrots at that end. So we have tomatoes kind of growing everywhere. And y'all, I'm trying not to make this video too long because I know I do not know editing, so you'll be getting all the mistakes. I'm gonna just tell you like the people do at church when they're getting ready to sing a song and they know they're gonna have to hit a high note and they don't think they could hit it. They'll say, take all mistakes for love. So y'all, take all mistakes for love. Here's some golden beets, and I put in some ground cherries too. They're real tiny. Some ground cherries. I have 6 of those. This one looked like it may not make it, but I don't know. And some more peppers and tomatoes. I'm not sure what kind of tomatoes. I'm not sure what kind of peppers, but they're there. All of those really look like tomatoes, the bigger ones, but it's some small pieces of peppers in here. It's like, this is a pepper, that's a pepper. I just stuck them in there. They were some of the last things that was in the greenhouse, and I was ready to get out of there, get everything out of the greenhouse. Here I still have a cabbage. I've just been holding on to it to see what it'll do. It doesn't have any bugs on it, no aphids, no white moth, but I had it covered since I put it in this bed. That is one that grew from seed. I do have a sweet potato in here as well, trying to grow some slips. My watermelon seeds are doing well. They have came up, and further in that end, that's still a Brussels sprout, which I'm probably going to be taking out today. Hanging from that raised bed is some 3 purple pots. Each of my granddaughters planted some zinnia seeds in there to grow. Here in this pot we have some red noodle pole beans, and I'm hoping they're going to grow up the trellis. I do have them in a grow bag. I know the grow bag is known to dry out quick. I did put some thick peat moss to the bottom, hoping that will help with holding some of the moisture. But everything got a good drink of water today. And these are some yard-long pole beans. And this bag is holding more cucumbers. Also in this pot, I have some leeks. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I put them in there. They were so stringy. Even after I replanted, they still just seemed they sprout out. They was just like such a thin thread of leeks. I know they're supposed to get thicker, so we're gonna see what they do. And this is a pak choi cabbage. I had about 6 seeds. One came up. I had it in a winter sowing jug, and I took it out and put it in this pot. And believe it or not, it has grown more leaves because it kind of broke off badly when I was getting it out of that milk gallon jug for whatever reason. And it has grown 3 new leaves on it, so I think it's going to survive. Eventually I'm going to take that take it out of the bottle. I just don't trust these squirrels and these birds around here. They will eat your stuff, and it's full of lizards back here as well. They will eat your stuff. And what we have here is aloe. I'm gonna take some of this aloe out. I have another pot just like this. I'm gonna take some of that out and sit it on the other side of the garden. And in this pot, I don't have it named, but I do believe this is, I had to pause and go see what it was called. Hibiscus Roselle Asian Sour. So I had 3 of those that made it. I had to replant them, drop more seeds for them, and these 3 did come up, and I have 2 smaller ones still in the greenhouse. Here I have garlic. It's growing. I'm not sure what kind. I got it from the grocery store. I put it down in the ground. It start coming up. I'm not sure what kind of garlic it is. I know they say soft neck, long neck, or whatever. I just know it's some garlic in there growing. I did plant some ginger in there. If you guys know how long it takes ginger to come up, if maybe I need to do it again, let me know. It's only been about a week and a half. I'll say maybe 7 to 8 days. I haven't seen anything coming up from it. Just let me know, and I'll do it again if I need to. Here we have some Black Noble carrots, some atomic red carrots on this side. I stuck a tomato in the middle. Not sure what that tomato is called. It may be Roman. It may be the vintage wine tomato. I'm not sure. Here I put in, I think these is 2 red okra in this container. 2 more tomatoes. I do know those are Roma tomatoes. And this is a carrot, self-planted, and I just said I'm gonna leave it. It is a carrot on the end because I did check it, and that's a marigold. So this has quite a few things growing. I know the okra is gonna get big. I may have to move one, but I do have extra pots that I don't have anything in that I'm saving for things that gonna grow large, and I have them stuck in a small space and I need to move them, so I have a pot to put them in. Here is some Irish red skin potatoes. I did those. They seem to be doing good, but the little leaves have little brown spots. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm probably holding the camera way too close. I'm not a professional in any manner. And these are yellow carrots, and I stuck a tomato in here as well. One of the reasons I don't know everything that I'm growing when it comes to tomatoes and the bell peppers, because as I planted the seed and was bringing them out to sit them into the greenhouse, a whole tray tumbled over. And me and my daughter, we just got together and we just stuffed seeds. And whatever came up after it started growing, that's what we kept. Now I have another container of red skin potatoes. The leaves on this one died. I put these in at the same time. This one also looked like it's dying as well. But I just didn't think they were down long enough to have potatoes. So me with myself not knowing, I dug down in the dirt, and sure enough, it's plenty of potatoes in here because I only put 2. And it's plenty of potatoes, and it's not the seeded potatoes. So I left it alone, covered it back up because I did touch one of the potatoes. It was a good size, almost about the size of the palm of my hand, the potato was, but it was so hard. So I said maybe it needed a little time back in, which I know potatoes are hard until you boil them or cook them or whatever you do, but this was like extremely hard. I say, okay, I don't think that's ready. So if you know anything about potatoes, and if it's okay if I go ahead and pull those up, let me know. I definitely will get them out of there. And here I have some black magic kale with rosemary. These are some type of beets. They don't look like they're gonna make it, so I'll probably be pulling them up, putting something else in that spot. And now we're to the green stalk tower area. I have strawberries in here. These are ever-bearing strawberries. Honey, you talking about being scared. I was getting ready to refresh the soil in these things, add some amendments to the soil, because I did grow in this in the fall, and in the fall winter season I did grow in that. And so I took the top off where you see the hole at. I took that top off, had it in my hand, getting ready to sit it down on the table. All of a sudden, something in it was vibrating. I threw it on the table and I ran, and a little bird came flying out. She scared me and I scared her. And when I looked in the top, she had her nest in there with her eggs in there. They looked like little speckled jelly beans. So I haven't been bothering this too much, but that thing scared me so bad because the only thing I could see when I look at people talking about their green stalk towers and that they have bird nests in the top, but the only thing I remember is the one lady that took a picture of a garden snake in hers. So when I felt something rumbling around in there, my mind thought snake. I threw that thing and I ran back towards this area so I could still see what is crawling out of here. It was a bird. So she could have it for this season. After her eggs are hatched, I'm going to clean that out. So it's ever-bearing strawberries through the first 2 pots. And we are getting runners. This here's a runner. Some runners here too as well. And I'll be putting them in. I just haven't been bothering this area too much. I'm gonna stand back so you can kind of see. This is another tower. And I love them because they spin. You can water them. And this is borage. I really don't know what season borage is, but I planted it anyway. It came up. I'll see if it survived. And this is some long eggplants on this row. Some long eggplants up in here. And I think I threw in 2 okras down here. Probably some green okra. I've been just putting stuff everywhere that I saw a spot. Some places have 2. If it gets big, then I have some empty spaces for them. These are about 7 to 8 inches, maybe 10 inches, these little areas here. And some of them, as you can see, is shorter, and some of them are longer. That means you could put deeper rooted things in them. And this tower here, I have bare root strawberries that I got in my gardener. I ordered 30 of them. They was $10 for 10. So to me, that wasn't that bad of a deal. You know, because anytime you buy a plant, you taking a chance on it turning up something. And so far, I think things are looking pretty good because we're getting some life on them. And this whole thing is the plants, the bare root, and the pockets that was empty. I just stuck a marigold in some of them. If you see a marigold, that's because it was an empty pot, and I kind of just wanted this to be filled. And over here, I still have celery, guys. Celery is still growing. It had no bugs or anything, so I try to move it to the shadiest part of the yard. And I know I should harvest some of it, but I try not to harvest things that I'm not ready to use or don't have time to dry it or whatever. I do have celery inside drying, and I want to make some celery salt. And I have some other things drying because I want to make my own seasoning. I want to make my own spice. And also on this same tower, I have some peppers growing. And I think this is, I'm not sure what that name is. It rubbed off. But I have little peppers in here inside. I don't know if you can see it. The sun is so bright this way. And underneath that, I have a pepper too in here. Orange bell pepper in here. I think I had 3 that made it. And at the bottom, we have a Turkish orange eggplant. I never had that before. I didn't grow that last year. I just grew the regular Black Beauty eggplant, and it turned out good. And this was just something I wanted to try. I tried different things like borage. I didn't do borage last year. I wanted to try that. And this is my little herb plant. This tower is full of herbs. I have sweet basil, English thyme, a bunch onion, which is just 1 onion. I didn't cover this tower during the storm when we had all the ice, the snow, whatever you want to call it. I left it uncovered. What's in here survived. The sweet basil, now that's new. I just put that in here. That didn't survive. But that bunch of onions, I actually got that from my daughter's neighbor. And it survived through the summer of last year. It was that 1 onion. And honestly, I kept that thing in a cup in the windowsill outside. I didn't even put it in any dirt or anything. It survived. Then I stuck it in with some tomatoes. It survived. So I put it in here. So that's a good onion right there. I have cut off of it a few times and it's growing back. It survived the ice, so it's a survivor. And some Greek oregano down here. Lemon thyme right here. And this is lemon balm. It's growing. And in this tower, I have Swiss chard. It's a little mad right now, leaning, because this was also in a jug, and I took it out and I put it over here yesterday. And I just watered everything. And these little seeds is peppers, Jimmy Nardello bell peppers. I had a few of those that survived. I think they get kind of big. I knew that, so I just put one in each pocket. I have plenty of space on these things. So that's what's going on here in the garden. Guys, I know this was a long video, especially for me, because I don't do a whole bunch of talking. I get right to the point of what I'm talking about in the garden, and I'm ending the video. But I thank you all that took time out to watch this video to see what we have going on over here in Glories Garden. And y'all, the sign that I have on the wall, I ordered it through Amazon, and it's being held up with Gorilla Tape, two-sided Gorilla Tape, if anybody's interested in that. That's where I got the sign from. It was very, very reasonable if you're looking for a sign for your garden. Very reasonable. It was not that much money at all. I think I might have paid like $30 for that sign. And the Gorilla Tape wasn't anything. We tried putting it on hooks. I didn't like the way it looked, so I got some Gorilla Tape and put it behind there. And it's been up since last summer through the storm. It hasn't faded from the heat of the sun or anything, so it's good quality. I thank you guys for stopping by, taking time out to watch my video, seeing what's going on over here in Glories Garden. Y'all, excuse all the pauses. It's just me thinking of what do I say next, because I'm ending this video now. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Any comments you have, any suggestions, anything you think I could do differently, let me know. Anything else I could try with my fruit trees. I did fertilize the blueberries because I had most of those last spring. So I did, when I repotted them into a bigger pot, everything got fertilized the way it should. I know you have to have soil solidifier, so I do have some of that in there as well. But anything you guys can suggest that's helpful, that will help a person like me, a new gardener, please share it down in the comments below. I'm interested, I want to learn, and I'm learning new things. Oh, before I go, let me tell you something that I did with this pole that I seen Yellow Door Urban Homestead. Her name is Asia, and she has a garden in a small space in her backyard, but she's growing a lot of things, guys. But she was having a problem with putting her water post in the ground. She didn't want to cement it in. Now, I had my post in the ground, and over time, I had this, I think, about 6 months, and it was pulling till the post started leaning. But I seen her idea where she put sand and rocks. She put sand in, she wet it down, and then she put some rocks. Well, I put some sand in, I put some little pebbles in, I wet it down, I put more sand, wet it, and I put more rocks. Just some regular sand, look like little sand that you will see in a kid's sandbox, that kind of sand. And believe it or not, this post is so sturdy now, and it is straight, and it's easier to pull and everything. So that's the idea that I got. If you're having a problem making anything sturdy and you really don't want to use concrete, try the sand and rocks. Put the sand in, wet it in real good, put your rocks in, put a little more sand on it, wet it in, let it sit, and I put some rocks on the outside just to make it look better. But me and my granddaughters, we worked on this the other day. We did do a short video talking about it, and I watch other people's videos because I want to learn, and so that was one of the things that I learned. And it's good if you watch the videos to the end so you don't miss out on anything. All right, guys, thank you for stopping by Glories Garden today. I'll see you on the next one. Blessings.